What it do, man? Be Nasty, Knocksmith Catalogue Magazine. We in the effing building with the notorious
Mars, Pittsburg, California.
Killing motherfuckers when I'm smoking away. Couple little records when I'm making a blade. Aim for the head, cut a matinee. Y'all best be scared motherfuckers like me.
You know what I'm saying? Kicking it. Knocksmith Magazine.
That's right. So as we were going over some ideas while we were sipping some breast milk, I wanted to know, how did you get into the industry?
You know what? I think one of my best friends started rapping, and because he was my best friend, it automatically made me have to start rapping. And I started enjoying myself. I started really taking it serious and stuff. And then I kind of took it farther, you know what I mean? I probably looked psycho at the same point as what he wanted to do, like it was a hobby for him, but I kind of like took it further and just kept pushing it.
Yeah.
It became more like a lifestyle to me where I wanted to do music all the time.
What music are you working on right now?
Right now I'm about to drop a single with Tech Nine and Twisted called Creatures of the Night. And it also features a girl, Lisa Lucinger from American Idol. And it's about to drop soon actually.
Does Lisa get loose?
She does not. I wish she did though, but if I wished any further we probably wouldn't be friends. But she's actually on a lot of my songs. She's a really good chick.
Okay.
But yeah, Tech Nine, me and him got together and did a song. And I got Insane Clown Posse's protege's Twisted. We're killing it right now.
Okay.
And I sat on it for a long time, and I took like a year absence. And I kind of had it in my phone for a long time. And I figured since I fucked up and waited so long to do anything, that was the one to bring out and make it happen. It's probably killing it more than anybody that's rap, period, right now.
Technina!
That's my dude, you know what I mean? And then Twisted Up, they went independent and did their own thing and they're killing it. They're selling out shows. If I was gonna come out, I gotta come out strong, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
This is the one I pulled out of the vault and we're killing it, you know what I mean? It's gonna be out on Empire Distribution.
Okay.
And I might put it out with Mishka Clothing Company out of New York. And after that, I'm gonna tour based off my single and put it out.
Nice. It sounds like you got a nice roadmap already mapped out.
I don't know what the fuck I'm doing at any given moment.
Me neither, bro.
Yeah,
what are we doing here?
I don't even know how the fuck I got here.
So, this guy Marshall, right? Tell me about what happened. I mean, he also goes by the name of Eminem.
Yeah.
I heard. You know.
I wish the story could have been cooler, but like, I was bumping Eminem back before he was signed with Dre.
Yeah.
So it's like, kind of like
Infinite and all that?
It was after Infinite,
okay,
but before the Slim Shady EP.
Okay.
So there was a guy that lived in Byron, out here, like Byron, California. It was like some shithole, like it smells like cow shit town. Sorry for everybody that lives out there, the town smells like cow shit. But he used to own a website that was like a big Eminem fan base style website, you know what I mean, like a fan site.
Yeah.
And he used to put Eminem songs out before there were Eminem songs. And we used to bump the fuck out of it. I ordered his tape from on the internet. There used to be a place called like the Sandbox that had all the underground independent hip hop albums. You get all the Living Legends shit there, all the fucking Mystic Journeyman tapes there, and you get Eminem tapes there. So I used to order his shit, and I was a big fan of his shit before people knew who the fuck he was. And it's weird because out here is the guy that was putting them on the internet.
Right.
So we're like super juiced. Yeah, we got signed by Dre.
Byron?
Yeah,
California.
Byron. There's one guy, I imagine him having like no teeth, maybe some cowboy boots, or
a lot of them don't have teeth out.
or no shoes at all. I don't know, maybe he had no shoes. He had a website, so maybe he could afford shoes.
Yeah.
But I still imagine him just to skip the shoe budget and bought the website. And he put some Eminem shit out there, and so I was bumping shit, and then we all went out and seen him on his first tour. It was like the Slim Shady tour, Mushrooms. And he's like, let's all take mushrooms.
So it's going down.
Let's all take mushrooms.
Yeah.
And I think it was like the first time I took mushrooms.
Okay.
Because I'm not the type of person that should do hallucinogens. I'll probably kill somebody or myself.
Or a chicken.
Or a pigeon. Yeah, or a pigeon. But, so we took mushrooms, and then some idea came in our head that we should go on stage and beat Eminem's ass. It'd be good for us all. It'd be good for Eminem.
It's good publicity.
That's what we thought.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
It was like Pace One, Eminem, Beat Nuts, and I think that was it. I think Proof was there when he was alive.
Beat Nuts, they're old school.
Yeah, smoke, drink beer, fuck some shit.
Yeah. Okay.
But,
let me interrupt you, go ahead.
So, we went there, and my homeboy started talking shit to Eminem during the skit, so it was like kind of quiet. And like, this is like the Fillmore. The Fillmore is like we all want to play the Fillmore,
right?
No matter what, you know what I mean? Like, I would love to.
It's like the Apollo.
Pretty much, except I would not do good there.
Right.
You probably do alright.
Nice. Nice.
Maybe, I don't know. Hey, if I was blacker, I'd kill it there though. But it was the Fillmore, so it's like a really nice size area, you know what I mean? There's like the balcony up here. But he was talking shit back and forth to Eminem, and he pissed Eminem off. Right, Eminem jumped off the stage and dove right into the middle of like 17 of us. So we were just like, yeah. And Eminem was like
Marshall's dead.
at our feet.
Wow.
And my homeboy who was talking shit to him, he was wearing a white shirt. And Eminem back then he was wearing a white shirt.
White shirt, blonde hair.
So I think all of us kicked the shit out of both of them. Mm-hmm. Our homie and him. Like, we beat the shit out of both of them. Mm-hmm. But there was like 17 of us, you know what I mean?
Wow.
And then like, the dude, like our big dudes that was with us, like pushed Eminem back on stage. But there was like people crowd surfing in, like bodyguards and shit.
Right.
Where like the whole fucking place at the Fillmore, you've been to Fillmore before, right?
Yeah.
So there's like chandeliers and it's all nice and shit. We had this shit so cracking that for like the chandeliers are way up there. I don't know how, but
they're moving.
All of them are
moving. They're swaying.
Yeah. And then Eminem gets on stage and he had blood all over his face. There's like a big cut right here. What? And he goes, "What the fuck was that for?" Right? And then he runs off stage. His bodyguards are like picking themselves up. And then like, here's when my mushrooms kicked in. George Clinton comes out of nowhere. It's like, "Keep the peace, my brothers, keep the peace." And I'm just like, wow. There's like a glow. He's like a purple glow around George Clinton.
Yeah.
It's like seeing Jerry Garcia in San Francisco. But he was just like, keep the peace. I was like, wow. It was like the most, it's like seeing Jesus.
You had an epiphany.
But he was black and had purple hair.
You had a revelation at that point.
Yeah, it was pretty weird. So, I guess our big homie that we rode with, he got fucked up more than anybody. I don't know how. Because he's like the nicest guy ever. He's like the big for no fucking reason kind of big guy. Mm-hmm. He has like earrings pulled out and blood dripping down his face. He went complaining like a little bitch. But after the show, we got to meet Eminem and Proof and his road manager Gus gave us these fucking "Hi, my name is Slim Shady" shirts. Like, he gave us all of them. Like, Eminem came out and it was one of those, "Oh yeah, what's up?" And Proof and all that shit. Before then, like back then, nobody knew who the fuck Proof was unless you were from Detroit or whatever. Right. You know, obviously we know who he is now. Yeah. But afterwards, I remember like walking out of the Fillmore and be like, huh, we beat Eminem's ass, and all we got were these lousy t-shirts. It was pretty awesome. I still got the t-shirts somewhere.
Nice. So do you keep in contact with him to this day? Like,
Eminem?
You guys send like Christian
every once in a while I'll send him an email, I'm like, "Fuck you." And you got two white guys who paint their face talking about like fart jokes and dicks and asshole jokes the whole time, and they're like the biggest fan base in their city, you know what I mean? Yeah. And they got Eminem who's trying to talk about his struggles, and you get Isham who's talking about pretty much almost the same thing with real life shit, and you get Awesome Dre, and you get their Hush and all those dudes. And Detroit's the hardest city in the country, period.
It's gotta be one of
them, you know what I mean?
For sure.
Like, if you live there, you're living in a fucking war zone, and I go out there all the time, and it's like, it's seriously one of the hardest places to live in. But
very savvy.
You get these dudes that are clowns representing their city the hardest. People don't want that to be what represents them, but they have the biggest fan base. And you get Eminem, who reps it hard. Now I'm not sure now who has it. I'm sure Eminem or what's the dude's name?
Like Dej Loaf and Big Sean.
Or what's the dude's name with the no fly zone? That steals everybody's chains when you go there. Fucking Trick.
Yeah, I heard Trick.
Yeah. So nowadays, if you go to Detroit, you gotta check on the Trick. You're probably getting robbed.
Gotta tap in.
Yeah. Me like he robbed my fucking 925 chain. You know what I mean? But like out there, yeah, like ICP kind of always had it. You know what I mean? And they're different. And I think that's what people in hip hop don't realize is that when you have your own lane and you have your own niche, and you don't kind of conform to what people expect for you to have as a fan base or get people to buy into your shit. When people already are into your shit, you don't need to like market to nobody. People are just into your shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? They've had that the whole time. So it's like when Eminem came up, he had to go against that.
Yeah.
And he was a hip hop artist, like real hip hop, where it's like backpacker shit, real lyricism and stuff like that. And what came to be their beef is the fact that he was an underground artist that looked up to them. If you listen to his lyrics, he's a horrorcore artist. If you listen to 3 a.m., the first line of the song goes, "I'm walking through the horrorcore." He says that the first fucking line.
You know, now that you mention that, I could see that in the Slim Shady people.
Well,
I can even see it in a little bit of his style. Now that you mentioned that.
He got to start opening up for my homeboys Twisted when they were at the group House of Crazy. He paid them $300 to open up their show.
Wow.
And they used to come out with Jason Mask and stuff like that. Eminem wanted that fan base.
Yeah.
So he went from like the infinite, like hip hop, almost bone type sounding shit, to not sounding shit, to where he sees the crowds for some extra weird shit. Or he's like, well, I want that.
Yeah.
It's kind of like when I come out here and I invite rappers to my shows, and they're like, well, fuck, like I need to do what he's doing. You know what I mean? Like. And I was like, well, yeah, you can't. I do this because this is what I do.
Right.
You can't just start talking about raping people out of nowhere.
Right.
You know what I mean? But like, he kind of adapted that Detroit sound. Detroit's always been real dark. So he put out a flyer, and he's like, I'm gonna release party. This guy's gonna be there. This guy's gonna be there, and ICP might show up. And then ICP got a hold of his flyer. They're like, why did you say they were gonna be there? And he's like, well, I'm asking you now. Right. And he's like, get the fuck out of here. Don't put our name on your flyer. Get the fuck out of here. And then that's when he started dissing them. It's kind of like all of us. It's like, my DJ's Too Short's DJ. And I've heard Too Short's an asshole. So if I ever met Too Short and I was like, Too Short, I'm such a big fan of yours. Get the fuck out of here. I'm like, man, fuck Too Short. You know what I mean? Mind you, I've never wanted to meet Too Short in case that happened.
Right.
But that's kind of like the thing that happened, you know what I mean? Like, so that's where the beef got started, and they started dissing each other on radio locally. And when he blew up, he was like the biggest thing in the country. But he didn't realize that when he was the biggest thing in the country, he was still giving shine to ICP.
Yeah.
Like he did them a favor. You know what I mean? Which is awesome. I wish somebody would diss the fuck out of me.
Fuck you, man.
Yeah, see? I welcome that shit.
So, are you with a major label or are you independent?
I'm signed to Man Insanity Records, which is my label.
Okay.
But my distribution digitally is Empire Records.
Okay.
Who you probably heard about.
Yeah.
Trying to sue the TV show Empire. But they're like the biggest distribution company out this way. But I like a lot of Eminem and fucking Russ Prime shit and all that stuff.
Cause my buddies are signed in actually.
Yeah, Empire's dope when they give you good percentages and stuff like that. But when I do hard copies, I do it strictly independent because, you know, you can get $7 a CD or you can get $15 a CD.
Right.
You know, if you're selling 5,000 CDs and you get 15 of those, that's a lot of money. I don't want to give that shit to nobody. If you can get that shit off your website, you keep all that. You know what I mean? So
that's $45,000 in your pocket.
Yeah,
like money.
I don't think a major label would ever sign me anyways because I'm a fucking dickhead anyways. So like, I don't really listen to a lot of people. I've got offers to other independent record labels to sign to them that want to market me a different way than what I'm marketable as. But like, when I'm just playing, like I do whatever I want. And like I kind of make enough to do whatever I want now than having to change what I do to make somebody else happy. So like I would rather do whatever the fuck it is that I'm gonna do and be myself.
That's right.
So man, it's editing records all day.
So being yourself, how does being in the media affect you? Or like, what's the good and the bad levels of the press?
There's no bad about it at all. Like, let's put it this way. So like, when I've done, I remember going to, a fan of mine killed like his girlfriend and her mom. And
San Francisco.
Dad. What?
In San Francisco.
No, that was in Virginia, I think. I wish it was in San Francisco because that would have been awesome. But no, he killed his girlfriend, her friend, her mom, and her dad.
Right.
And like they wanted an opinion on horrorcore music, and I stepped up, and I was the one who was able to go in the media and explain the music-wise shit, and being able to represent my genre in a I wouldn't say a positive light, but just in a legit light, to give them the real, because
right.
There's no positive light in my genre. We talk about fucked up shit. That's all it is.
Right.
But there's nobody that could make me look more fucked up than my lyrics already are anyways. So no matter who's watching on TV that sees me represent my genre and talk about the music and all that stuff, is gonna look at me like, oh, this guy's fucking weird. I didn't hear this motherfucker shit.
Right.
It's worth it there, you know what I mean? I think I sold more merchandise and more CDs and more anything in the 10 minutes that I was on TV the first time that I've sold ever.
Really?
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Or my first check after that was like 27 grand. And I didn't know what to do with myself. So what I did is I went and invested in a lot of cocaine, and I snorted a whole bunch of it. Fucked a lot of strippers.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. That's fuck a lot of strippers. So,
who are some people that you started out with in your music that you still work with today?
I still fuck with G-Dub, who's one of my producers that started making my beats back in the day. J-Riz, the dude that got me into the music. But as far as everybody else, they kind of fell off. They treated it as a hobby, and I treated it as a lifestyle. Yep. But once you're in my circle, you're always in my circle. If you want it, you can get it, you can be a part of it or whatever. Just don't fuck it up. You know, I've been a person that we were like, look, you want to be my hype man? So we had a sold out show at the Warfield. I'm like, you want to be my hype man? Come on.
Hell yeah.
Let's go do it. So I remember I was backstage at the Warfield trying to get in my dressing room. You know, the door's locked, and I was like, yo man, I'm trying to get up in here. And my hype man was like, oh, just a second. What do you mean just a second? You didn't bring no clothes to change into, motherfucker. And I was like, open the fucking door. And he was just like, hold on. Fucking finally, he's like doing he's like snorting heroin in there. And I was like, yo man, there's like fucking 4,000 people out there. You just snort heroin? And he was like, I'll be fine. I was like, you fuck this up for me, I swear to God, I'll fucking murder you. And he went out there and killed it.
Nice.
So afterwards, I could have been like, you fucked everything up. After I was like, yeah. Yeah, shit. Yeah, so like, you know, if you got your shit on straight, you can go rock with me. But like, I was hoping for that time for him to fuck everything. So